How y'all doing? I'm going to try to introduce you to an idea that I've had to stumble upon by accident, and it's not a nice one to stumble upon because it's very detrimental to our health, but wireless technology is very dangerous. We don't hear it from the industries that produce the wireless technologies about how dangerous this stuff is because they don't want you to know, they want you to buy. They don't want you to be discouraged at all about buying this stuff, but this stuff will damage you, and I'm going to prove it to you. What I have found in one instance is by this card sitting right here inside this port, and I left that card there for months not thinking about it. I just thought it was a convenient place not to lose it. But as you just might have heard, is that this computer recognizes that card, and this whole time that computer is recognizing that card, it's sending energy through that card. See, there it is. It's reading that card right now. And it is going to continuously read this card as long as that card is in the port. And when it's doing that, it's sending energy through this card. And what happens when you send energy through wires that small, it causes the voltage to increase. And it creates a loss of energy because the wire gets smaller, and that loss of energy is going to go somewhere and it radiates out. And in this case it's radiating out in a fan-like pattern. And you can see it by the damage that's done to my finger here, that it's the same size and shape as this port. And that's what I was doing for the longest time. I would sit back and I would look at the monitor like this, keeping my hands away from the computer just to stay away from the wireless, right? And as I would study the monitor, this is where my hand would be the whole time. And I seen this happening to me over the last 2-3 months, and I was going, what? I didn't understand what it was. And I kept trying to figure it out, and I had to, just like today, this morning, after it got to the point that this is really bad, and I'll show it to you here up close in a moment, but this is really bad. That, where's this coming from? And I just sat back and I looked, and I knew it had something to do with the computer. And then I kind of just went like this with my eyes, and I said, yeah, that's it. So I can't leave this in here anymore, and I'm sure that that's going to solve part of the problem. Is that with this not in here anymore, the computer's not reading it, the electricity is not going to be flowing through it in this region. But prior to this incident happening, I had a similar burn happen to me here on my palm. And it gets calloused up, and it's like cracks, and skin will want to, you can peel it off in like layers over the damaged area. And I had it here on my palm, and I got a picture of it somewhere, because I took a picture of it because it was just bizarre. And I will try to cut it into this video for you to see that also. But what happens, see, it says wireless right here. That wireless card in my laptop is right there. And you turn it on right here, see the light's now orange. Light's blue. And when that's on, you'll actually feel that get even warmer than what it is right now. I mean, it's warm. And this side here, the left side is warmer than the right side right now. And with that card on, yeah, I feel it getting warm right now. And with my hand sitting here as I type, that wireless card's baking radiation right through your hand. Not a very smart design, huh? But all laptops are going to be like that. And the industries don't want you to conceive this, because if you know this, you'll hesitate to buy such a thing. And then you'll start demanding that they put the wireless card in other locations, you know? Like maybe up here by the screen, but guess what happens if you put that up here by the screen? That radiation is going to damage the screen. And that's one of the reasons why it's so far away from the screen, but I bet you didn't know that, did you? But if you take a magnet and you put it up to your cathode ray TV, you'll see how it causes it some damage. That's the same concept. You put this wireless card near the screen, you're going to cause it damage. So here's what they'd rather have. You not noticing what's going on. But that's what I'm here to tell you is what you got to know. So what you got to know is to get away from the wireless. It's not safe. How many times are you on the phone going like this? Look how close that is to your head. I mean, this technology is good, but it's stupid the way it's used. You should have this on an earphone the whole time you're using it. Keep that away from you. Keep it away from your body as often as you can. My hand was maybe 3/4 of an inch or more away from this the whole time this was happening. Recommendations by the cell phone company is that you keep this at least 3/4 of an inch away from your head. Well, you need to have that earplug to make that happen. And guess what? Bluetooth ain't gonna help. It has to be a wired connection from your phone to your ear and keep the phone away from your head. Okay, so with this, what I have to do is to eliminate wireless radiation in my life is, well, I use a wireless router up here, and I have this one cable that's hardwired into it, and just whenever I want to get away from the radiation coming off this thing, because most of the time when I'm in here, the only time I will have it on is when I have to have a second computer on, and I could hardwire the second computer, or maybe I want to take the laptop into the living room area with me or something, and now I want this wireless radiation on, just so I can be in the other part of the house. So I keep the disc that operates this wireless modem inside my laptop, and then when I need to talk to the device, because that's where you have to do it, you have to hardwire, and these devices don't understand. They won't allow you to operate by wireless technology. That's like a built-in failsafe, so nobody outside your house could start screwing with your modem. So you have to have that control of your modem hardwired. So whenever I need to turn the wireless radio on and off, I'll plug this in, and then I'll open up the program to turn it on and off here, and then I could get it out of my house completely. And again, if I need a wireless technology, I'll just plug this in, turn on my wireless radio inside my wireless modem, and then I can take the laptop across the house. Otherwise, I can avoid wireless radiation in my life. And that's what we got to do, because this stuff is dangerous. Let me show you. Okay, this is the finger, and can you see that translucent skin? Looks like a blister or a callus, and that's what it is. It's calloused up. And can you see how it's kind of weak right there, or thin? And that was because I scraped it the other day, and a piece of skin peeled off from here to here, like one slab of skin. And it looks like something that you might see on your toe from wearing your boots, but we know it's coming from that now. And it's so bad that it goes to the other side of my finger. Right here, it burnt through from here to this side. And now I have a callus right there too. That's just crazy, huh? I would really like to get you to see these pictures of when I got burnt on my palm with that. But so you can start to understand now that wireless radiation isn't safe. You have to use it wisely. And some of the things that we do that are really stupid is this phone up your head. Tell me, that ain't making no brain cells. You might as well be out there huffing some paint, I think, you know. Another one that's pretty stupid is the microwave in the kitchen, you know, the one that you put up above the stove. It's right there at your head height. You turn that thing on, and what are you doing? Let's go take a look at that. Okay, so here we are in the kitchen, and this is what I was talking about, the microwave. It's right at head height. I mean, you turn the thing on, and you got that radiation coming to your head. You know, it's got this like a screen on it, and it's got these holes in it, but there's radiation going through the holes. And it looks like maybe 50% of the radiation that's in here is going to go through this too. And you got this thing on, and you're going to come over here, you're going to wash vegetables. Or you're going to come over here, you're going to be cutting the meat. Even better yet, you're going to stand right here, cooking your stir fry with that source of radiation right by your head. Not a very good idea. What I'll do is I'll get it timed out so that when the microwave's on, everything else is done and I can leave this area. And I can walk over here behind this corner. I mean, I obviously gotta walk out to another part of the house, maybe watch some TV or something, but not microwave cooking. I don't want to cook in this house, in this kitchen. So, more ideas on how to eliminate that radiation from your life is, you gotta think like that, and that's a nice concept, but it's not very smart. Some ideas for you to have. Appreciate your time. Thanks for watching.